smell. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. And the other thing which is really confusing people is that wig looks really good that she's got on. Do you know how many times I've had to explain it to people? They filmed it when she still had the hair. It's it's starting to get on my nerves. And guess who's in the studio? Jessie J's in the building, everyone.
I was trying to be quiet. I was like, I was like your hype girl, and it's just really quietly like, that's right. I'm agreeing. What was you eating on Monday that's still lingering on Tuesday? Yeah.
No, it's the smell of a Monday because
I know, but what have you eaten on Monday? I'm joking.
Oh, I thought you could smell it.
Imagine.
If I'm honest, I had this really complicated cheese pasta thing. And my stomach ain't agreed with it, if I'm honest.
No.
I know.
Cheesy pasta, that shouldn't really...
So when you said you could smell Monday, I started to get really insecure there. I was like,
it's like, oh, that's the smell, the Stilton smell.
The producer never said anything earlier.
That's gross.
Jessie, the hair, man, I reckon you got to keep it like that.
You think? Really? Okay.
Ow! It was always going to be a risk.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had no idea whether I had like tattoos on my head.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Complicated head shape you didn't know about.
I was gonna have a cone at the back. I've got a little chicken butt kind of thing going on.
You can't see it.
Look.
No, but it's working.
There's a little like kadunk. But it's all right. It's, you know what? It's so easy, but I've kept it just to make a point to everyone that thought I wouldn't, really.
I hear that.
Because that's the kind of person I am. Everyone was like, you're just going to wear wigs. I've not worn a wig once.
Not on The Voice as well. It's not live.
It was in December, guys, last year. It was before Christmas.
I've explained it to my niece. Is that hair she cut? No, she didn't cut.
But even people were like, wait a minute, on the 2-hour one on the weekend, they were like, wait a minute, how have you grown your hair?
So quick.
How have you grown it so fast? And I was like, it was actually on 2 different days. And they've edited it, so it looks like it was in one day, and it wasn't.
So have you stayed trimming the hair then? Have you been?
Yeah, I've cut my hair like 12 times. It grows so fast.
Sick.
Yeah.
No, but I reckon it looks so...
Thanks.
Jess, you're looking
like
hot
a giant cotton bud.
You had Mansdems were licking their TV screens when you were on the TV.
Really? That's
man. Ow.
Thanks.
Killing it. Not in the fact that...
Do you know what I don't miss? Hair everywhere. As a girl, like when you've got like extensions and stuff, like honestly, it's everywhere all the time. And now I'm just like, I'm so quick.
Free.
I'm like 15 minutes in the shower. I'm ready and dressed and go.
It's in and out.
It's brilliant.
And you've got to be ready now because album 2, cycle has started.
And I was up at 5 this morning trying to put on eyelashes. I was like, the last thing I want to do is me weave.
Are you ready for this new cycle and new music?
I am so ready for it. I am so excited and I just feel so like reassured as well, like for the single to have come out worldwide and got #1 in 3 countries already that I've never even been to, and to go #3 in the UK with no radio promo, nothing, just pure fan love is crazy.
It's sick. Now, were you nervous beforehand? Because the thing
I didn't sleep.
You know, obviously, for a lot of artists from first to second album, and even now, because of the level of success you've had to the point where you have been chosen by, a TV show like that to actually guide careers, do you then feel like, I better bring it up?
You know what? The main difference is, and I've said this a few times, that the first album, you're trying to get people to listen to you like constantly, like you're begging, you're proper listen to my record, and you're trying to and no one knows you, and no one cares really. Like you're going to gigs and you're going to yo-yos, you're going to everywhere, and you're trying to give your CD out and sing PAs, and then if it's successful, which I'm so lucky and blessed that it was, that now people always want to know everything before I've even done it. So it's like people wanted to know the title a year ago, and I was like, whoa, it's like trying to ask me who I'm going to marry, and I haven't even got a man.
I don't even know him yet.
Do you know what I mean? So it's it's so different, the pressure that people are like, when is it being released? When's it coming out? When's the single? And it's like, this is as slow as the first time. It takes time. There are hundreds of people involved, so even now, there's some versions without Dizzy on. That wasn't my decision. And I'm getting a lot of fans are like, why isn't he on both versions? I don't know why. It wasn't my decision. I wanted it to be the same around the world. So there's so many different things that I think people, once you're successful, think you have control on. Nope. Yeah. A lot of it's the same as before. I'm just very much driving what I can drive and trying to do everything for my fans. So,
and the one thing that you can drive is obviously what goes on in the studio and the music and what comes out of you and the people you collaborate with. Yeah. What are you saying now? Because obviously, first time around, there are a lot of messages on the first album. Oh, yeah. You stood for a lot of things. You've been through a lot of things. You've had this level of success. What are you wanting to say with your music now?
That's a good question. when I first went into the album, when I first climbed inside of the album, I went into the studio. I was a bit like, whoa, okay. I was 17, 18 when I wrote the first album. That was a long time ago. I'm now 25.
Whoa.
Yeah, and now I'm a woman. So I was like, what do I want to say? And I kind of listened to the chart, and I was listening to what was out and what was kind of people were hungry for, and I wanted to kind of bring some light back into music. I feel like it's got very dark and a little negative and a little bit throwaway.
Yeah.
Not everything, but that's kind of what I was getting last year when I started writing the record. And it's crazy because, as I said, you know, you listen to your album over and over again and the songs and stuff, and you don't know if it's good because you're singing about it. You kind of lose kind of an idea if it's actually any good or not.
Yeah.
But everyone that's listened to it said this sounds like light.
Yeah. How do you like? Who do you ask if it's good? Who is your measure of?
My mum.
Okay.
My mum is a detail queen. She has taught me like how to just everything and look.
The ad-lib is everything, Jessie. The ad-lib.
No, you know what? I just played my mum and dad the video, and my dad was like, "Oh, she's wicked, babe. I love it." And my mum was like, "Can I watch it again?" And like just went like 2 inches from the screen and just like, and I was like, "Oh."
And what was her final word?
She was like, "I like it."
Yeah.
She's very, but they're so different. I love it. I love how different they are.
The video drops Thursday, right?
Yes. Well, we're trying to bring it forward because. Sometimes people ruin people's
the surprise,
and I try not to pay attention to it, but it's frustrating.
It's cool,
but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're in demand.
But the proper video is yet to be released. So
I've been lucky to see it. It's simple,
very simple, But
I mean, I said it. Not many people around the world could carry that video.
Thanks. It was tough. It was a lot of pressure. To make sure that I mean, it's simpler than Dude. It's like one camera and a performance basically, and a few cutaways that are different things. There was one point where I'm literally sprayed with leopard print, and everyone's like, "That's a nice catsuit," and I was like, "No, that's just my skin."
Whoa.
Yeah. So
I didn't realise that.
It's no
cold
clothes.
Whoa.
Just a very small amount of underwear, but it doesn't look. It's very classy. But that was weird. Everyone turned up. Everyone from the label turned up at that point. Has she done the leopard print yet? But no, it was fun. It was nice to be free and feel confident with my body and myself and just pushing myself. You know.
I hear that.
Let's
get the song on the radio. Features Big Sean and Did You Ask? It's available now and it's big. For passing through, Miss Jessie J.
He's only saying goodbye because someone's telling him to.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jessie.